girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Good morning. How is everyone doing this Sunday morning? Sunday Spreadsheets live stream with the Geek of All Trades. I am Alex, the Geek of All Trades. Can you guys hear me? Let's make sure the mic is working. Everything looking good. Let's see. to go back and watch that SNL, Kyle. I went to sleep so I could get up early and get ready for this. Is the mic working? Can you guys hear me okay? Turn the mic up. Let's see. How's about now? A little bit better? A little better? Good. You guys can hear me. That's awesome. All right. So, I don't know how Chump does this 7 days a week. That guy's a crazy, crazy nutball. All right. So, a couple of things I want to talk about today is what it takes to mine one whole Bitcoin. Because all this talk about like, is it profitable? Is it not profitable? You're looking in the here and now. For me, it's a long-term play. I think for a lot of us, it's a long-term play, you know. But before we dive into that, let's just take a look at what we got going on here. Nope, this one. So we'll take a quick look at the markets today. And Bitcoin, yes, doing what Bitcoin's doing. It's been right in this range here for the past, couple of months. First quarter of the year has been pretty steady, right around the same spot over and over, so that's Bitcoin. Ethereum, we're at almost 1,600 a day. Cardano's at 30 cents. That's about average. Litecoin's $90, and Dogecoin is it's 7.5 cents. So not too bad. Let's see. Oh, this here is actually my solo mining of Dogecoin. I've got one of these little, box miners that's on solar power, and I've just got it solo mining Dogecoin. So, today, nothing, still no Dojies, but that's my ongoing lottery ticket, so to speak. Well, one of them. I got a couple of things on solo out there, but all right. Well, let's dive into it. We got 11 people watching now, so let's take a look at the spreadsheet because it's Spreadsheet Sunday. Hold on, I gotta do this. Hold on. Okay. That's much, much mo better. Cool. All right. So, so what I wanted to look at here was what it takes to mine one Bitcoin, right? And I want to look at this a couple of different ways, and I want to apologize. The screen here, I know it's burning my eyes as well. Google doesn't have a dark mode built in for their spreadsheets. Maybe I'll have to jump on Excel next time. But mining one Bitcoin, I want to look at what it takes for a single 30 amp circuit. 240 volts, 30 amps. You got one of those. How long is it going to take you? And what do you have to get, to make that happen, right? So I started off with a little bit of math at the top. So we've got our 240 volt circuit by 30 amps gives us 7,200 watts, and the 20% rule, you don't typically want to go over or stay right at as close to the, 80% of that circuit as you can. So we're staying within 6,000 watts. So going to ASIC miner value or mine the ASIC. I mean, it's what, 6 of one, half dozen the other, right? Most profitable Bitcoin miner on ASIC miner value is the S19 XP hybrid, 255 terahash, a little over 5,000 watts. So we'd be able to put one of those on that circuit, right? What's it say over here? Bitcoin. Same thing, 5,200 watts. Yeah, so 250 terahash, 255 on the other one. So let's take a look at that. So we'll start with the S19 XP. hybrid, it was what? 5,200 watts, 250 terahash. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. And if you saw my other video recently, you'll know this. But this bothers me about these miner sites. And you know, ASIC miner value and mine the ASIC, they do the same thing. You're looking at fiat value over here, but that's not what I'm trying to accomplish. I want to acquire as much Bitcoin as I can, right? So F2 pool / miners actually has a chart that gives you the yield in the coin of the miner, the native yield, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So if I sort this by Bitcoin, so this is 3 zeros, 74, 148. So that's per day, right? So 74,148 Satoshis, I think is what that is. So how long would it take to mine this? Be 1,348 days, or almost 4 years on one machine, one circuit, and I guess this really is 255 terahash. But so that's not promising. That's not very promising. Mining Meister. Hydros need 3-phase. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay, well that changes things a little bit. So we will just put this bad boy in red because we can't use it. So the next one would have to be this XP, which is the 140 terahash. Raptor Mining, hey, how you doing? So S19 XP 140, we'll add that one here. Yeah, just so that's... and it was 3,010. So technically, we could really do 2 of these here. S19 XP. Wait, Pro Plus. So this one, is this going to be the same way? Mining Meister. I would assume it would be the Pro Plus Hydro, the XP Hydro, and the Pro Plus Hydro. Anyway, so we'll just look at this one, the 140. Nope. Yeah, that's too high, that's too high, that's too high, that's too high. Yeah, it is going to be this one. So 40709. Whoop. But, like I said, we can do 2 of these on a circuit because it's only 3,000 watt, 3,010 watts. So you're still sticking right around 30% failure rate. Yeah, it sounds like a Bitmain thing. So if we're going to take this times 2 equals 1 divided by this. So 1,228 days if you've got 2 of the S19 XP 140 terahash, right? Which is what? Still over 3 years. Now, one thing that got me thinking, if we go back to all on this page, sort by most profitable, right? It's the D9. Congratulations, DJ Mines, for winning the D9. If you ever actually receive it, that would be fantastic. So the D9 in Dash is what is that? 1.7 gigahash. Is that what that means? I'm assuming. let's look at it this way. If we did, the D9 is 2839. Okay, and it's 1.7 gigahash. Now, this says how much dash? So 0.36365383. But if we convert that .0.36365383 0.0011 BTC. So not taking into account like exchange fees, the cost to exchange, one crypto for another. That's a big difference. And let's see. That would only take 900 days. So about 2.5 years. But we're under 3,000 watts here, so we could do 2 of these. Really? So 0.0022. So that's a little over a year, really. Yeah, 1.25 years, basically, to mine one whole Bitcoin with 2 D9s on a single 30 amp 240 volt circuit. That's pretty cool. Hey DJ, try to win another one and you'll have a Bitcoin in a year. Well, I started talking about this because, I've got a couple of little moon bags, all these different, shit coins out there. And I feel like I'm kind of chasing my tail after the Ethereum merge. This is most profitable. This project's cool. That project's shit. And I'm trying to reel it into just Bitcoin now. So for me, I'm going to be mining a lot of different things that are then going to be converting into Bitcoin and just see how much of it I can accumulate before the next bull run. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So I'm not sure any of these others are going to be as profitable as, or make that same, because CKB to Bitcoin's not going to be, stay away from my Dash. No, Mike, you have Pigeon Coin. We'll stay away from Pigeon, and we'll stay on Dash. But looking at it that way, so maybe we could convert some from, hold on. Let me close this. Maybe let me shut my theta node down that's running in the background. Birds. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with that. If we went to look at this, so a little over a year, we'd be able to mine a single Bitcoin using 2 D9s on a single 30 amp circuit. But what if our limitations, let me just paste that here. What if our limitations aren't on the circuit? What if we're not narrowed down to a single 30 amp circuit? What if we expand that out to an unlimited budget, but we only can run 10 machines? 3-phase, single phase, doesn't matter. What would it take? How long would it take to get to a single Bitcoin on using 10 machines, right? So going back here, you know what, Retro Mike? I've got a D3, the 20 gigahash D3 or 19.3 gigahash, whatever it is. And right now, it's even with Dash, a little bit of pump, but it's not doing anything. It's a paperweight. It's one of those, I'm gonna hold it and unload it on a sucker in the next, a customer in the next bull run there. So, yeah, what up, Joe? You're up early, you bastard. All right, back to this. Damn it, chat. You're getting me off track here. So if we've got 10 machines using this same logic that the most profitable S19 is going to produce 0.0007 BTC, and one D9 is going to produce 0.001 BTC without figuring in fees and whatnot. Let's stick with this. So we'll move this over here. Now, if we did 10 machines, that's our limitation, right? Equals times 10.01 BTC. 90 days. It would take you 90 days to mine one Bitcoin with 10 D9s. Wow. And it would take 28,000 watts to do it. So what's the cost of that? Let's look here. What did we... 28,390 watts. Whoop. 24 hours a day, of course. At my power rate. So $1,600 in a month. So 1635. Let me do here. 1635 times 3. So $5,000 in power, roughly, and for a $22,000 Bitcoin, 23,000. What are we even at right now? 22 and a half, whatever. Is that worth it? So you would turn a Bitcoin every 90 days, roughly. And, not factoring in halvings and, changes in the market. Just looking at the numbers that are in front of us right now, it's Spreadsheet Sunday. So we can only focus on what's in front of us. Eyes on the prize here, guys. So these are, how much are these? D9. $8,500. Okay, so round numbers. So we're looking at 8,500 each. So 85 grand. Wait, that ain't right. Yeah, so it'd be 90 grand to buy 10 machines, another 5 grand to run it for 3 months. So how long would it take to get that money back? They're about 10 grand now. Yeah, that makes sense. If they were 8,500 when they came out from Bitmain, and all these resellers are buying them up, I've never seen another market where the distributors mark up equipment so much, like, 30 points, maybe a max as far as like a hardware markup. No, these people are putting it up like 200%. That's insane. But they're selling it, so I guess good for them. So it'd be 90 days for Bitcoin, round numbers here, 22 grand. So we could do 4 Bitcoin a year, right? So, whoops. So it would take you a year, little over a year, to ROI on your initial investment at today's prices. But the whole point is, if you got wait, I did that wrong. Hold on. That's not right. $6,900. Ooh, Mining Cave has D9s for $6,900. Nice. So So that's because that's for 3 months. So it'll be another 20 grand for the entire year, right? So we'd actually be looking at, yeah, 104,000. So it would take you a little over a year. You're enough to ROI essentially your initial investment. But, you know, what are you going to do? So that's what it takes to get 10 machines. I was going to do like what it takes for 10 grand, how long it would take an investment of 10 grand and 20 grand to get to one BTC. But I think we've kind of proven our point here that at least at the moment, and I'm sure this is going to drop after these D9s really start hitting the wild and the Dash price goes down inevitably because of the hash rate and the increase in hash rate because of all the extra machines that are out there. That's gonna change. But at this very moment, the D9 converting Dash into BTC is more profitable than mining BTC directly. But that being said, I know a lot of people out there. Oh wow, 14 people are watching now. Awesome. Hit that thumbs up, guys. That's great. Oh, 15 likes, 14 watching. I guess you did. I guess you already did hit the like. Thank you for that. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Where was I? Oh, mining Bitcoin. So doing something like the getting the Dash and converting it to BTC is great to collect your BTC, but I've heard some people say, virgin BTC, essentially, Bitcoin that is mined natively from a miner on the blockchain, that it's directly brand new Bitcoin, is the purest form of Bitcoin. And I get that because there's some exchanges that aren't going to let you put your Bitcoin on there if there's like a tainted history of that specific Satoshi or whatever, if it had to do with Silk Road or in an illicit activity and whatnot, because it's all public. You can see everything on the blockchain. So I guess depending on how much of a maxi you are, you may want to just mine it natively instead of converting it over. But you're going to get more quantity in the long run converting it over, at least as of today. Now, I think that kind of concludes what it takes to mine one BTC. We peeked at that. Fastest way to get there. What it takes to mine one BTC. Oh, this is kind of cool. I saw this last night on, if you watched DJ Mine's stream, there was somebody in the chat that mentioned this website. I forget what was going on, but they mentioned this website, profit-mine.com. I've never seen this before. It looks like a what to mine alternative, essentially, but this is kind of all these different sites have like one really cool thing about it that none of the other ones do or whatever. And it's like, I just wish it, like, all the good stuff from all these different sites was put into, narrowed down to one site so I could just visit one place. I'm not sharing my damn screen, am I? There we go. Son of a bitch. Freaking I got to get used to this live stream thing. Sorry, guys. Anyway, profit-mine.com. You can do, it's got a GPU calculator, ASIC calculator, CPU, hard drive. And you can change your power cost and all that fun stuff on here. But what I found interesting, where are we at? It sorts GPUs by price, kind of like Mine the ASIC does, where it sorts each of the GPUs based on its profit at the time. Or, I'm sorry, each of the ASICs based on the profit at the time. But it does it with GPUs too. So that's kind of cool. I found that interesting, but it's just another site. Maybe you guys want to check out top currencies, top exchanges, which I'm sure you have to pay to get listed on their website or whatever. But either way, it's just something different that I hadn't seen before that I thought you guys might be interested in. And then there's something else here that I looked at previously before I got super deep into mining and was like just learning about crypto and the different networks and the projects and what they do and stuff is coinmarketcal.com. So it is a crypto asset calendar where these projects can go in and say, hey, we're doing this thing on this date. So you can get an idea of upcoming changes and updates and things like that. Like Floki coin, Doge Floki coin is being delisted on that exchange on that date. Cool, I guess. Retro Mike, thank you for the $2 super chat. I didn't know I had that enabled, but cool, thank you. Gonna trade 2.8 billion. Is that a billion or a trillion? That's a billion. Pigeon for 1 BTC. Is that real? Is that really the exchange? That's a lot. That can't be the exchange. There's no way. So CoinMarketCal, check that out if you guys haven't. It might be something that helps you kind of plan out, your crypto holdings and assets and whatnot. It is, right? Oh, Mike. So, posted this on Twitter the other day, and I hadn't got into Twitter until recently. Different conversation there. I forgot I ordered this, and it showed up, and I'm like, oh my god, what now? It's coming DHL. It says it needs a signature. Am I being served? What the hell? But this, I'm not sure it will show up too well, is the blurry as fuck. This is the KD Box Pro. So I got this directly from Gold Shell. So of course it had to ship from China, I'm assuming. But I did say I was going to do a surprise unboxing, and this was a surprise to me, so we're gonna unbox it. There's not much to it. That was easy. I don't have my other camera pointed this way, so I can't show what's in the box. But it's just like all of the gold shell miners that show up, It's a simple box. It's got the styrofoam around it. I don't even know if they sell power supplies anymore. It's like everything. It's gonna be an empty box. It's an empty box now. It's like all of their miners say no PSU, so they probably realize that the power supplies they used to send are shit, and they stopped sending them. They stopped making them, stopped sending them, all that fun stuff. But here we go. Look at that bad boy. KD Box Pro. The KD Box 2. Wow. Okay, so that has 2 6-pin power supplies. I actually have this set up to show off, and I guess I should have said earlier, I apologize if you got a little bit of buzzing in the background. That is you can't even see it now, but that is this in the office here. That's the KD Box Pro that I've got just running in the background, kind of helping to heat the office, kind of thing. They only sell with the LB box. Networkbix, this was not free. I paid for this with my own money, no sponsorship, none of that fun stuff. Yeah, Gold Shell doesn't know about me. I'm no RPM. But I think I need to go and I'm going to need to go grab another 6-pin power supply if I'm going to swap this out, and we'll take a look together at what the power draw is for that. So give me just maybe nope, that one. All right, 2 seconds. Be right back. in and back. See, that wasn't too bad. All right. So while we're on this, so this is the KD Box Pro. Like I said, it's 2.5 terahash. It's 200. It's saying 254 watts, but it's not pulling 254 watts. On all of these, if we went to KD Box Pro, we can see it's doing 230 watts. Mine, the ASIC, does the same thing. So if we turn this off, I'm just going to hit the power button on the power supply. So even at idle, it's pulling 2.8 watts. Now, just the power supply alone with nothing plugged into it is almost 5 watts. Sorry guys, I'm trying. Get this bad boy plugged in for us so we can watch it live on the thing. Holy cow, that's not working. How are these not going in here? Am I putting it upside down? Ugh. Hashtag stream fail. Stream fail. Whoa. Oops. Not turned that on yet. So that one works, but this cable doesn't work. Why doesn't this cable work? That's weird. The pins are off a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right. I think it might actually power up now. Once I plug it in, turn it on, and it blows the circuit. That would suck. Ah. Oh. Cable management at its finest. There we are. Don't judge me. Plumber's crack. You like that? That was just for you, Joe. 3D printed server PSU box is cool. Thanks, Silverbore. I made that. I designed that myself. In fact, kind of cool. On the side, it locks on. So the little server PSU lever that locks into the physical host. Whew, that's getting loud. Oh, I guess I need to find the IP address for that bad boy, don't I? This one, probably gonna be 136. Yeah, let it spin up and recognize itself. Yeah, sorry guys. Where was I? Georgia Power do not have an endless supply of power. That is for sure. Although I do have solar, so I do kind of have an endless supply of power, just in the daytime. Yeah. 40. All right. So we're at a whopping 30 watts. It also hasn't done anything yet. So let me run the Angry IP scanner and find the IP. It's not 136. I thought it would be. Oh well. So we still got 10 watching here. Give this video a thumbs up while we're waiting on this to come up. If you haven't already, and subscribe, of course. if this is the kind of content that you enjoy. There was something else I wanted to talk about while we're waiting here. Oh, the Caspa ASICs and FPGAs. So, from what I hear, the devs and the people involved in the Caspa project want ASICs and they want FPGAs, and I get that because that helps their project because they're block times a 1 second block time. So the higher the hash rate, the more transactions can happen in a single second. That kind of thing. But for the rest of us, like us miners and whatnot, it's going to tank the profit. It's going to make everything else that you put on Caspa unprofitable and not worth doing. What do you guys think about that? It's kind of like it helps the project move forward. Okay, so it's 137, not 136. Got it. What jumped on 136? Ain't that something? Whoops. Okay. Maybe. Nope. What am I gonna have to put in here? Huh, that came on, so these must have been mined on before. That's interesting to see. Did I freeze? No, I didn't. Okay. How's the stream, guys? Stream still looking good? Any kind of lag or anything like that yet? No? Maybe? Let's remove that pool. I don't want them mining on that. Where am I mining? Where am I mining Cadena? Pool flare. That's right. Let's bring up my other one. Oh, Joe, you're going to Chicago. My condolences, my friend. All right. Now, what am I doing here? What am I doing? All right, let's add a pool. That's going to be that. That's going to be that. Where am I mining this at? Hold on. Oh. US. Okay. So I use... We're not going to do that. We're going to do 3333 as the port. So I use poolflare.net for Cadena mining. And I don't remember why. I think it was... I don't remember why I did that. It was probably had to do with the pool fees or latency. I don't remember. Oh, there it is. We can hear it spinning up now. Can you guys hear that? It's kind of cool. Which side is the heat coming out of, though? Oh, it's going to blow out the front this time. Huh. Okay. Yeah, the other one spit out the back. I wanted to say, let's see, does this have a... It does have a low power mode. Okay, cool. And of course, it's just the one algorithm. So... Here we are, 400 watts. 401.7 watts. We are... Slowly but surely, now mining Cadena. Kyle, need to wire yourself a 240 volt. I have a 240 volt out in the shed. So if you've seen anything else on my channel or if you haven't, go check it out. I've got a, I think it's a 12 by 24, 28, 12 by 30. I don't know. It's a big ass shed. I got solar panels loaded on the top. I got panels on my house as well. And I've got 26 now. I think there's 26. 100 amp hour SLA 12 volt batteries wired up in a 24 volt series parallel connection. So I've got solar that right now it's running the Doge miner, but for the most part it helped offset and augment costs in the bull run, and was a we're about to wrap up. It was a good investment at the time. You know, it's already paid itself off, and then some. Really, it was used to help offset other taxable incomes. Anyway, yeah, so there we go. KD Box 2, not the Pro 2, just the 2. 412 watts. Hashing away. We are, what do we got? Here we are. Whoop, not that one. This one. That one's a little better. So the pool flare on pool side, let's refresh this. Because well, so far it's only reading just under a terahash. But this is supposed to get 4.5 or 5 terahash. What is this supposed to get? Does anybody know offhand? No. KD. 5 terahash, so it says. Okay. I'll use for my oval bore. What EV do you have? Mining of the North. I'd love to get solar. Solar was a great investment for me. I actually bought all of my panels and all of my things secondhand, you know, used, of course. And I got 20 panels at 360 watts a piece, I think. They're, what are they? So they're 60 volt, 8 amp. Is that right? 480 watt a piece. Okay. Yeah, that sounds right. Cheap. I'm talking like $50 a panel. So all in on all of my solar, including the batteries. So batteries I also got used. I got at from decommissioned data centers. They've got, you know, SLAs that help power their servers and switching and networking and whatnot on the data center side, not the customer side, but the data center side. Anyway, I got those for just as cheap. A little bit cheaper, I think, like $30 a piece, $40 a piece. Anyway, all in, I'm less than $5,000 on 5 kilowatts of solar with 1,300 amp hours on paper of battery backups, sealed lead acid. So definitely worth it for me. You know, that helped offset the income from 3D printing and from my day job and stuff on the tax side. So good way to look at it there. Okay, well, let's see. We've been going for almost an hour. Maybe I could take some questions, do an AMA or something. What do we got? 12 people watching still? 10 people watching? Can't really tell. For project, bad for price. Okay, yeah, that was all my notes. So AMA, you guys have any questions about, you know, maybe solar or mining in general or what I got going on? What do you think about these? Oh, other side. What do you think about these panels that I made? I got these PVC 12 by 12 squares on eBay for like $20. It was fucking cheap as hell. And then they're actually on half-inch foam board, like the pink foam board on the back. So they're real light, and I think they help with the echoes and stuff. You know, in the office, because I'm in just a small little office here. But just put like a little nail in the wall and it's like, there you go. So it doesn't even have much installation. So if I don't like them there, I can just take them off. It's not a gaping wound that I have to worry about filling in and stuff. Retro Mike with the super chat. Hashtag better than Chump Change XD. Well, you're setting the bar kind of low there, Mike. Just saying. Oh my goodness, Ovalboard. No, no, it's funny. I was talking to Chump Change and showed him those panels, and oh no, it was a short I did, and he's like, "Where'd you get them?" And I sent him the link, and then he bought them all. I was like, "You bastard!" But yeah, no, it's um, they're on eBay. Check them out. I mean, they're on Amazon too, but they're cheaper on eBay. Took a while to arrive, slow boat from China and all that, but yeah, check it out. No affiliate link or whatever, but they got a bunch of different patterns and stuff. In fact, it's funny. At the same time, I bought these, like, what are they, like 16 by 12 or 24 by 12 blocks. They were foam panels at the same time. They look like black brick, basically. And I was going to line the whole bottom half of the wall with the brick, and then the top half of the wall with the white panels to kind of give it just a different background. And the black bricks never showed up, so I didn't do that. But no, this was the panels like this. Chump Change mentioned the foam for sure. Because I was going to put them on like one by threes, one by fours. No, one by threes. They're just like thin little pieces of lumber. Because I actually got this idea from another YouTuber, 1000, who's artist. He does some really amazing art, but he did something similar where he had a panel, but he painted it and did like a gradient fade on it, and then one of them he did his like custom drawings and stuff on. It was really cool, and he had lights going around the outside of it and everything. Ooh, can you guys hear that? That thing is ramping up. Yeah, that is definitely ramping up. Sadie, sometimes thanks for stopping in. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, subscribe to the channel for more coming. Maybe if you guys want, I'll do another one next Sunday if I can come up with enough notes to fill the time. We're at 426 watts. What is the... Finally turned it up. PowerMinds Crypto said he's going live in about 5 to 7 minutes. Cool. So when I wrap it up here, if you guys want to go check out his live stream over on his channel, yeah, go check that out if you got time. I got that. I got that for Christmas, actually. So what are we at? We're at 1.9 terahash now. I'm not sharing my screen again. 1.9 terahash. So that must just be ramping up. Now it's, starting to go full blast. What does it say at the miner? Oh, yeah, 4.7. 4. Okay, so it's all in now. That's why it ramped up. So that's a little bit louder than the original was. The KD Box Pro. So I might end up putting that one out in the shed and leaving the Pro in here and put the Box 2 out there, because that's a little bit loud. I mean, I conduct, business and stuff in here. Okay. Retro Mike asks, what is your favorite mineable bird coin? Raven coin, actually. And nothing against pigeon coin or feather coins or whatever, but Raven coin's been around for a long time. Doesn't have much utility to it, but stay tuned. I got a video coming out having a talk about Raven coin and its potential and how I'm using it right now. Actually, I don't want to release too much information. You gotta keep them wanting more and whatnot. Overboard Tech. Yeah, I said that one. Looks like Chump Change is trying to be you. Of course, Chump Change is trying to be me. Everybody wants to be the GOAT. That is funny. Oh, good times. All right. Well, I think I'm going to be wrapping it up. I've been going for about an hour. One thing I want to say is, and I started the stream with this, is none of this is financial advice, of course. I am not a financial advisor, so do your own research, do your due diligence. I'm just a geek on YouTube talking, and you do you, man. Just trying to help spread information that I think is valuable. So if you like the stream and you like the kind of content that we have, again, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel for some more cool stuff I got going on. I've actually got another shed workshop that's going to be delivered hopefully sometime this week, that I'm putting my 3D printers in, get them out of the guest room, put all the 3D printers out there. I'll be able to set up my laser engraver. I've got a hydro dipping station that I'll be able to set up and get working. So definitely subscribe if any of that is interesting to you, and I'll have all kinds of cool content coming in the future. So as always, thanks for watching. How do I turn this fucking thing off? Oh.